His charges are not much. We'll be sharing with you the contacts, all right, any moment in this video, at any point. All right, you are welcome to this video, and in this video we are actually going to be sharing with you how we got 3 admission to study in 2 different countries, and also how we got a scholarship, and we'll be sharing with you the agent that assisted us to get the results. Can you greet our viewers?
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you are watching us from.
All right, so it's going to be an interesting video because we'll be sharing everything with you just the way it happened. Let's start like this. We'll be starting by sharing with you where we were in Nigeria and the kind of life we're experiencing, we're living before God opened the door. All right, so I graduated from Ahmadu Bello University. My wife graduated from Obafemi Awolowo University, so we got married, and by the grace of the Lord, we both agreed to stay in a village, in a very small town, all right, where life wasn't that rosy, but we're okay, doing the will of the Lord, doing our own work, and living life. And while there, things were not actually very funny, but we had this belief, this dream that it's going to be okay, and we began to pursue our dreams to actually put our resources together. So that's our short story. And what would you say when we started the process? Can you remember which country did we start with applying to?
We started our application to Portugal.
Canada. Okay, Canada, we didn't submit application.
Yes.
Right, yeah, Portugal.
But we're motivated online to see videos of some content creators that are living outside the country then, and we were motivated, and we started putting our hands together, resources together, thinking of how we can be admitted to a school in Portugal.
Yeah, so the journey started actually with Portugal. We wanted trying Canada, but when we saw the policy, everything, so Portugal, we didn't know how to apply online ourselves. So I won't be calling the name of those guys we reached out to help us, but all their everything, the money, everything went off no way. After Portugal, what happened again? We tried Russia.
Yes.
Yeah, can you share with our viewers what happened in Russia?
We tried to apply in Russia, and though the situation over there, you going and your family not be able to join you on time.
The first agent we met, yeah.
Okay, in Russia we met an agent, and that wanted to help us, and you know, we were along the line. I was thinking, and I was telling my husband, this person that you call agent that want to help us, it's as if this boy is not real. And my husband said, it's real, no problem, it's real. Then we put resources together with that one, and we gave this guy a huge amount of money to process Russia admission for us, but to no avail. He didn't do the job.
And we got to realize after 3 months. So I was like, I just called him one day, because I now contacted the school, and the school told me application is closing today. And I was like, what? So I contacted him how far, and he told me, don't worry, work is going on, we're still waiting for this. I said, see the email I got from the school. And that was when the whole thing escalated, fighting here and there. So that's how the whole thing started. So Russia, our first attempt to Russia, a scammer got our money, and that was how we. Did you know that despite that experience, we didn't give up?
Yes, we didn't give up. We continued to search again online, to search and look for better ways to go about the journey of traveling.
Yeah, so we didn't give up because we were hungry. You know, we had this passion in us that we just have to relocate. You know, we don't just go online to watch any of movies. We watch content creators who are in all these countries. We're searching for cheap countries we can easily go to without spending much, without breaking the banks, without borrowing, without asking people for help, So we spent time online, and while we were all that, then we began to groom ourselves, to learn how to apply to foreign schools ourselves, how to write proposals, how to write befitting proposals and apply. So we began that, and that was after the scanning experience. So before we actually shared with you about the agents who assisted us, let's first talk about the miracle when it happened. Can you share with?
Yes, in our search for school, after we left, after the guys scammed us, and we're thinking, and we're watching one day, and we saw online from a content creator in Brazil talking about a scholarship in Brazil. But before that, we'll be watching some YouTubers online that have been talking about Brazil, and then we fell in love with Brazil because of amazing and a lot of opportunities that are here in Brazil. The application was about to close, like maybe a week, because the first phase of the application was over. Yeah. Then maybe, I don't know what happened, because I used to say maybe it's because of some people like us, because we didn't know when the whole thing came, and to God be the glory. And after just coming and said, this thing that we don't want to try, or we don't want to do, or we think it will not be easy, let's try it. And that day we started working, we worked overnight, and we ensure even that a scholarship allows people to apply for 5 schools.
Before we actually begin to talk about the agents who assisted us, because many people are actually thinking like these things are not easy. How can somebody get admission in Nigeria? All right, I'm telling you the truth. All right, so let's share some things that motivated us to relocate from the country. All right, let me start before my wife will come in. One of the major things that actually motivated us is we look at the future of our kids. We want to give them good life. We want to make them stand out in the society. All right, so that's one of the major reasons. Not for us per se, though we benefit too, but to see our children living life in a secure environment, going well, and having their future, secured. So what's another thing that really healthcare
benefits that is here in Brazil or in other country is one of another thing that also encouraged us or motivated us to take this move, especially the health system and the free education system, whereby your kids will go to school and you won't struggle to think of next time I'll be buying 20,000 notebooks, even some books that they will not make use of, and I'll be paying 50,000 for a kg or puppy. All those things motivated us for us to take that move.
A lot of things actually motivated us, but these are the basics. And just look at so many of you are actually watching this video because you want to know this agent who assisted us, and sincerely, the agent is a young man, very, very kind, and his charges are not much. We'll be sharing with you the contacts, all right, any moment in this video at any point, so you can contact him also and maybe get help from him. So when we started applying after this scamming experience in Russia, we sat down and we began to learn, like we want to know how to do these things ourselves. And we submitted. My wife was not in love with Russia actually, so I submitted applications to many schools in Russia, and 2 came out. I got 2 admissions in Russia, one in Kazan State University. I can't remember the name of the other town that gave me admission. Then within that month, or like after 5 weeks, GCUB result list came out, and my wife's name came out on it. Just like I said earlier, when we saw the link, nobody gave us the link. We discovered it ourselves online, because I told you we spent time online, and searching for information, searching for opportunities. Just 3 days to the closing date, that was when we saw the link, and we were new to the whole system. GCUB, we didn't know about the proposals, how many, we have to sit down and discover that you submit 10 proposals, 2 to a school and things like that. So we couldn't do for myself. Already we've had our documents prepared, authenticated, everything. So we did only for her. So when Russia result application, this thing came out too for me, and GCUB came out for her, a scholarship. Wow, we're all amazed, and we now began to think, which of these two countries should we go to? And why did you choose Brazil? Why did you choose Brazil?
I choose Brazil because it's easy for one important thing. You cannot be chasing education while neglecting your family. You are studying in a country and a year, 2 years, your family are still in Nigeria. How will you focus on your study?
Yeah.
We discovered that in Brazil, it's easy for you and your family to come
united.
Yes, together. While you are studying. But in Russia, we discovered that it's not easy.
No, I don't know of now.
Yes, but then
2 years ago,
it's not easy.
Russia doesn't allow family reunion.
That's why we decided to
to Brazil. All right, that's one of the major reasons. Then another reason is Russia, I have to pay for school fees, but Brazil is a scholarship, so you understand what that means. So we chose Brazil, and after all, a lot of benefits in Brazil compared to Russia. Russia is good though. I don't want to believe about the war and whatsoever. Russia is a very good country. I love Russia. But Brazil, I give it to them. So that's how we choose Brazil. So let's tell you about this agent. This agent is no one but the man you all know, but you never trust in his power. You never trust in his ability to deliver. He's no one than Jesus. And I'm very serious. We didn't use any human agent in our application. Within 2 months, we got the 3 admissions with a scholarship, with the knowledge he gave to us, and with prayer. I want her to share briefly with you. When you were expecting GCUB list, please share with our viewers. How did you pray?
You know, where both of us are in the middle of thinking, if GCUB did not work, Russia will work, husband will go, the wife will stay, we'll look for how to join. But I was telling God, let your will be done. Though Russia is good, this and that, but I was just praying, God, just let your will be done. Do
you remember during that time, it was holiday period, you traveled to Akure?
I traveled to Akure, even my brother testified with that. What is this girl looking for?
What kind of prayer is
that
this
in
now?
The middle of the night, we'll be hearing her praying. I will hold my children hands, will be myself, you children, you are not too young to pray. Come, let's pray. Let's hold our hands together and say, God, please help us. God. And God answered our prayer.
She prayed. She prayed more than me. You know, as a man now, they are just looking like, I'm a Christian, I'm a believer, I pray too. But my own prayer is, she prayed. So, I believe so much that when you are pursuing something, don't just pray without working. At the same time, don't work without praying. Both must go together. We put in the work, we learn how to apply online, we submitted the fitting application. We didn't trust in what we had done. We still believe that God must breathe on our applications for success to come out. And that was actually what happened. So when God did it, in fact, that breath was powerful. You know, breath. God just breathed. You know, it's amazing. Russia too came, Brazil came with scholarship, and not just scholarship backed up with grants. I did not say grants, grants. You see, this is just to encourage some of you who are thinking, no, this agent is asking me to pay 5 million, it's asking me to do this and this. I'm not neglecting the roles of agents. Some are sincere, some are faithful. They will collect your money, they will do your job. All right, but however, I want you to know that either you're using agents, you're not using agents. If you neglect God, it might not be smooth. So the agent who assisted us is no one but Jesus. We saw Jesus. He came in strongly. We saw him, like everybody was amazed. You in the village, you got this. People were amazed. Like my friends in the cities, they were like, who did it? I said, nobody. we did it and God breathed on it. And they were like, wow. And that's just it. So please, I don't know where you are now. I don't know what you are doing now. But please, as you are working hard, give room to praying hard. As you are praying hard, give room to working hard. Both must go together. And I can assure you, success will soon be yours. Yeah. Any final thing before we close this video?
Yes, your heart desire, as you pour it out unto God,
Yeah.
He will surely breathe on it. Don't neglect the place of prayer, and don't neglect the place of session. If you are hungry for this,
even if you are planning to use agents, I'm not saying don't use agents if you don't know how to do it. All right, we didn't have the money to spend for agents, so we worked, we studied. All right, I know how many hours I spent online, all those kind of things. So even if you want to use an agent, don't think, I trust this agent. No, still pray. There's something God cannot do. God can use the hand of the agent, human agent, to do it, but our own agent is God, and is still the one who is assisting us. So from that village to Brazil, just guess how many countries. It's not a continental journey, it's an intercontinental. All right, from Africa to South America, it's amazing. And now in the village, we were not bothered about traveling to cities, traveling here and there. But now in Brazil, next holiday, we can decide to go to Argentina for our vacation or just Christmas holiday. What do you think it will cost us? Just go and spend 4 or 5 days. We book an hotel. We just travel from Brazil to Argentina. We can go to Venezuela. We can go to these countries around just for holiday. It's easy. Are you getting it? So please, don't say, where I am is the reason why I'm not progressing. It is the condition of your heart. It is the state, your mindset, your imagination. Are you imagining success, or you are imagining the other way? So can you say goodbye to our viewers?
ciao, ciao.
Ciao.